Good day, family. Welcome back. My name is Jane. And today I would like to talk about being different, transformation, um, change. There is a wonderful, wonderful little quote by the poet Mary Oliver that Sally posted on her Facebook last week that says, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Tell me, what do you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And I love that because it not only reminds us, hey, we only have one, but also it reinforces, that life doesn't have to be this perfectly sedate experience. It's wild and precious. You make your rules. What is the rule for your life? Are there rules? Can you change them? And I think we can. And that green lights my day because I always want to be mindful, that today is all I really have right now as I'm speaking to you, as we're sharing this moment. And I know I've said it before, but I so appreciate this communion, this fellowship that we have together. And the thing about Mary Oliver, I was talking to Sally and I was telling her about this interview that I read where Mariah Shriver interviewed Mary Oliver for the Oprah magazine, I believe it was, a couple of years ago, in 2011. And everybody, or the story, or I'm not good at this, but Mary Oliver's story is that she and her partner, lived together for 40 years. Her partner was, I believe her name was Molly Cook. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that one. I think I feel like she has three names, but that's what sticks in my head, Molly Cook. And she was a photographer. And so they kind of made this life, like they lived in a bubble. They loved each other that way. That was a relationship. They had their own private world away from everyone else. And they lived for each other. And so now that she's gone, Mariah Shriver was asking her, how were you able to survive? How were you not crushed? After spending 40 years with this, with this woman, with the love of your life, and now you're alone. And I like the answer that Mary Oliver gave. So let me real quick pull it up. It's right over here. And she said, well, this is Mariah Shriver's question. You've written in your work that you rarely spent any time apart. How did you avoid being crushed by losing her? Mary Oliver said, I had decided I would do one of two things when she died. One, I would buy a little cabin in the woods and go inside with all my books and shut the door. Or two, I would unlock all the doors. We had always kept them locked. Molly liked that sense of safety. And see who I would meet in the world. And that's what I did. I haven't locked the door for 5 years. I have wonderful new friends, and I have more time to be myself. It was a very steadfast, loving relationship, but often there is a dominant partner, and I was very quiet for 40 years, just happy doing my work. I'm different now. I'm different now. When I was reading that to Sally, that's the part that stuck with me, that rang like a bell inside of me and it's been humming ever since. I'm different now. There's a lot of choices that I've made in my life that's gotten me to the place that I am today. And they're all the right choice because it got me here. No bad, no wrong, just the right choice to get me where I am today. But I'm different now. I'm different. And so I am more and more, just trying to honor that I only have one wild and precious life. One. And it's important that I honor where I'm at and who I am and what I'm about. One wild and precious life. I'm different now. That's going to greenlight my day. So I'm going to let you go. I know it's kind of like, okay, you're leaving us hanging there. No, it's your one precious life. Your one wild, precious life. Are you different now? Are you working on being different? Are you becoming more you? I think it's okay to change our minds. It's okay to say, you know what? For this part of my life, this was a good thing, but I am different now. And because of that, it doesn't fit with me anymore. I think this summer, the last few months have been really um, up and down for me. I feel like I came to this crossroads where I had to make big decisions. And, there's that part of me that's like, I just want to be the best mom, the best wife, the best daughter, the best sister, the best friend. I want to be the best I can be. And then, I realized one day in prayer that as long as I'm the best me, then I'll be the best whatever it is that I'm doing and whoever I am, to anybody. And that's all any of us can hope for, right? Disappointing others. That's something that I struggle with. I don't want to ever be a disappointment. And I think part of it's because I felt like such a disappointment for so much of my life, So I'm shedding that old stuff, that old thinking, because I know that there are people who have expectations of me. They need me to fulfill those expectations, and, I understand that, but I'm different now. I'm different now. I'm different now.